For years, Foxconn was the biggest name in Apple's India manufacturing story. But in one key metric, Tata Electronics has now pulled ahead: iPhone exports. Tata Electronics has overtaken Foxconn to become the largest exporter of iPhones during the 5-year PLI scheme period. And Tata achieved this despite entering Apple's supply chain years after Foxconn. Between FY22 and FY26, iPhones assembled by Tata Electronics and exported from India were valued at around $26.3 billion. On the other hand, Foxconn exported iPhones worth about $25.6 billion during the same period. This makes Tata Electronics the largest iPhone exporter under India's flagship manufacturing incentive scheme. But if you combine both exports and domestic sales, Foxconn still retains a narrow lead. Between FY22 and FY26, Foxconn's total iPhone production value in India stood at around $38 billion, while it was valued at $35.5 billion for Tata Electronics. This is due to Foxconn's larger domestic market share. iPhones manufactured by Foxconn for the Indian market were worth around $12.4 billion during this period. This is almost double Tata's domestic production value of $6.3 billion. So the overall manufacturing race remains extremely close. But how did Tata manage to overtake a global manufacturing giant in such a short span? The answer lies in acquisitions. Foxconn had already started assembling iPhones in India in 2019, even before the PLI scheme came into effect. Tata Electronics entered Apple's manufacturing ecosystem only in late 2023, but it moved aggressively. In 2023, Tata acquired 100% stake in Taiwanese tech giant Wistron. Then, in 2024, it acquired a majority stake in Pegatron's India business. These back-to-back acquisitions helped transform Tata Electronics into one of Apple's most important manufacturing partners in India. But this story isn't just about Tata versus Foxconn, it's also about Apple's India strategy. During the 5-year PLI period, exports accounted for 73.6% of the total production value of iPhones assembled in India. That reflects Apple's strategy of reducing its dependence on China, and India has significantly benefited from this shift. Apple's business within India has also grown rapidly. iPhones worth nearly $18.6 billion were sold in the Indian market during the PLI period. This is due to rising consumer preference for premium smartphones, discounts, and exchange offers. In fact, the iPhone 17 emerged as the highest-selling smartphone model by volume in India during the first quarter of 2026. India is no longer just becoming Apple's manufacturing base, it's also becoming one of its fastest growing consumer markets. And Tata's rise signals how quickly India's electronics manufacturing ecosystem is evolving. Follow Business Standard for more such stories.